I'm going to show you what I ate this weekend while I was not at work. All starch solution friendly, plant-based, healthy meals. But first, make sure to hit the subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any of my plant-based inspiration. Good morning. It is a glorious morning. I am about to do a little bit of yoga and then I'm going to pack everything together for Berkeley and I because we are going to meet some family for a picnic. So I'm going to pack all starch solution friendly meals for me and then of course all healthy plant-based food for Berkeley. So I will show you what that looks like to prepare that kind of stuff. I made Berkeley's breakfast first, so she woke up asking for fruit. She does this a lot on the weekends. Surprisingly enough, she also had asked for lots of avocado on this day, which I was so happy to give her. I love being able to provide her with the healthy fats. And we had some leftover zucchini and sweet potato pancakes from the night prior. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me post this. These are actually from a mix called Birch Benders. It is a whole food, plant-based, even starch solution friendly. It's only like 3 grams of fat. So these are more so for me, but she likes to snack on them too. So I had a few bites of one of these in the morning and she of course would help me eat the pancakes last night and didn't eat as many of them today. I had a few bites of apple for that amazing vitamin C and I love the crunch. Apples are just really great for me. Here are my potatoes. I took the advice of one of you guys. You guys had left me one of you had left me a comment saying for the hash browns, if I bake them first and then allow them to cool in the fridge and then grate them and then put them in the waffle maker, that the hash browns will be even crispier. So I took this advice. I batch prepped a whole bunch of potatoes the night prior, or maybe 2 nights prior, not sure, but put them in the waffle maker after taking all these steps. And it really was true. They did come out more crispy and I thought that was really awesome. So the hash browns are really good with the blue agave sriracha sauce on top. Of course, I always link my discount code below so that you can try that out on your own. There's tons of flavors to choose from. I had some leftover broccoli from the night before and I came up with the genius idea to take an insulated cup and after heating up the broccoli, to place the broccoli in the insulated cup, putting the lid on it. I was like, I bet you this keeps it warm because we're driving like an hour and 10 minutes to the picnic, and sure enough, you'll see what happens. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I packed a couple of those pancakes.
Is that your snack?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's puppy snack.
Puppy snack.
Yeah.
Did you know you're beautiful?
Puppy. That's puppy.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A snack that's really convenient, healthy, and that Berkeley loves are these. These are actually just like Lara bars, except they're the Great Value brand, which means they're cheaper. So you find these naturally at places like Walmart. I think it only can be found at Walmart, but it is a knockoff brand of the Lara bars, and they're only made up of 2 ingredients. It's just dates and cashews. So those are great snacks for her. I did heat up a sweet potato to have on the road. I always like to have one on hand just in case.
You want some sweet potato?
Since she shared my sweet potato with me, luckily I had an apple or 2. That way I could crunch on those. We met with family and had a nice little in the sun outing with our food and swapped gifts. And guess what? The broccoli stayed warm. How cool is that? And the other cool part is that everybody was eating vegan. Like, just so happened that everybody had vegan meals. So we just got done with our picnic and it was really nice. I had ate a little bit in the car on the ride there, so I would have a little bit of fulfilling foods in my belly. That way when we went and met with family, the focus could be like on the gift exchange and spending time together instead of me just only caring about food, because I've been that person before, like where if I haven't ate in the morning or ate something or not filled up on like a healthy starch, then like all I want to do is eat. And so like I have gotten to this place like where I can stay nice and full on starches at a meal prior. That way when I get to the next time to eat, that I'm it's not like where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to eat something right now type thing. Not being driven by my hunger, because I've done that so much in the past. But I've been in a really good place with that here over the last couple months, which has been really brother, and they had noodles, and he had a peanut butter sandwich, but then he had some chips or some Cheez-Its, which were, he's technically eating vegetarian, but like it was just cool that we were all eating plant-based, for the most part. It was really cool. I really, really enjoyed that aspect of it. And we had lots of fun in the sun, underneath the sun, getting that nourishment from the sun, being outdoors, getting that true vitamin D from the sun, which was really nice. So we are back in sort of my general area where I live. I'm actually going to be going to a holiday gathering at my stepsister's house, who lives here in the town that I'm in now. I went inside Natural Grocers, which is a few towns over from where I live, and so anytime I'm here, I love to get to come here because they've got some really awesome stuff. So since I thought we would go back to my house after the picnic that we went to an hour and 10 minutes away, but we ran out of time, so I was able to stop here at Natural Grocers, where they actually have these McDougall, Dr. John McDougall, like starch solution, 100% starch solution friendly. These little ramen packets here that are real simple. You just put hot water on them, made with organic ramen, not the bad kind. And so there's going to be finger foods there. It's not like a sit down dinner or anything, but I wanted Berkeley to have stuff that wasn't just fruits and veggies, so I got some of these little thingies that are really nice, the Peter Rabbit Organics. So I got a couple of those just so she doesn't have she doesn't eat crap. And then I got some oil-free hummus. I know that some of you had suggested recently me making my own, which I'm going to do very, very soon. But since I don't have the time right now, I got my favorite oil-free hummus brand, by the way, the Oasis. And so we got that here. So now I can dip all the veggies into that tub of hummus. I got a Japanese sweet potato just to be safe, in case I get super hungry, and I can just pop it in the microwave. And I got 2 of those little noodle bowls. And then I found some raw vegan bars for Berkeley. They've got tons of nuts in them, so they'll be for her, not for me. But I showed you the bars earlier that I normally like to give Berkeley as a snack, or just like something quick on the go. But this is like not processed at all. This is raw. It's been dehydrated, and it's raw vegan, which is so cool. It means none of the nutritional value has been lost due to heat. So I'm excited for her to try these. I got 3 different flavors. And yeah, I love how they put your stuff in a box instead of giving you a bag of. I just love this place so much. And they have a ton of oil-free options here. So yeah, that's Natural Grocers, and I'll show you what we eat, how we eat it whenever we get to where we're going. If you watched my last video where I showed you guys what I ate on a weekend, this looks like a similar time, where we had a gorgeous fruit platter, a beautiful veggie platter, and instead of having my plant-based cheese sauce this time, I had, of course, like I showed you, my oil-free hummus, which is just great. It's always good. If you're vegan, plant-based, whatever, it's always good to keep some hummus nearby in your purse. Look, here's the ramen, the Dr. McDougall starch solution ramen. I used it under the Keurig, and it was perfect. I'm like, I'm a genius. I'm going to put it under the Keurig with the hot water. And it lacked a little bit of flavor for my liking, and I didn't really have anything to put on it, but it was still nourishment nonetheless. About to ring in the new year with a Japanese sweet potato. Yes, 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 yes. Since I baked the sweet potato, obviously that was taking a while, since I did it for like 50 minutes, 40 minutes. So I made some hummus and toast, which was super quick. I love the crunch of the toast. And it's the next day now. So Sunday morning, Berkeley asked for oatmeal. I love that she's getting to that point where she tells me what she wants. We spent New Year's Day cleaning out the garage, clearing out the old, welcoming in the new. I have been living in the house that I'm in for a year now, and I've just now cleaned out my garage. So I'm super proud. It's New Year's Day, so I've been doing that all morning. That I worked right through breakfast. I'm so guilty of doing that all the time. I do it all the time. Say hi. Cool news is I found a box that had like grains and like lentils and stuff. Okay, you ready to make smoothie? No. It had lentils and stuff, so now I get to make. Now I get to make all these new creations, and we're gonna make a casserole. In a smoothie? Yeah. In a smoothie. Here was that yummy smoothie I made Berkeley with some EarthChimp protein powder, of course, some beans, some flax, kale, strawberry, stuff like that. And here's some footage of the casserole. I will link the recipe that I followed for this. Instead of a red bell pepper, I used a yellow organic one that I had in the fridge. And of course, I had those leftover potatoes that I had done from before for the hash browns. And so I added some coconut aminos for some flavor since I didn't have nutritional yeast, which you'll see that's what the recipe calls for. I added in some frozen spinach. I didn't have fresh. You always improvise. That's what I love about recipes. You can do whatever you want. You just follow a recipe as a guideline. I even added to my plant-based cheese sauce to make more cheese with some chickpeas and coconut aminos and a little bit of plant milk. And again, improvisation. Did I say it right? I improvised. And added all of the cheese in the bowl, mixed it all up. And yeah, I didn't even have parchment paper, which the recipe called for. And I figured out you can use aluminum foil. So that was nice. I guess since the dish was supposed to be oil-free, it said you needed parchment paper, I guess, so it didn't stick to the pan. But tin foil worked just the same. Now, let me share this with you. You know I'm all about my sauce. I love my sauce on everything, my blue agave sriracha. However, this casserole didn't need it. I blathered it on there and it robbed me of the flavors, of getting to taste the flavors of the casserole. Now my sauce, I love to put it on like my potatoes, my broccoli, stuff like that, stuff that doesn't have as an abundant of a flavor. So my second go around, I didn't put the sauce on it. That way I could experience the dish with the spices and everything. Later, for our final meal of the day, I had some leftover hummus pasta of Berkeley's, and I fed that to her with some peas and strawberries. That's what she asked for. And then I made my own version of hummus pasta with my oil-free hummus and added some oregano and some black pepper. I had some leftover Brussels sprouts and I added some sauerkraut. Look at this beautiful 50-50 plate. It was so nice. Berkeley and I had our dinner together on our little TV trays and it was just so special. What a nice New Year's Day with a ton of beautiful foods. If you enjoyed this video, if you made it all the way through, be sure to hit the like button. Let us know you made it. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. I love our little community we're growing here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any of my future plant-based inspiration. See you guys next time.